Hi, my name is Amanda, and the question being asked is, why do I believe? There's a vast majority of reasons that I could say I believe. Starting from when I was young, I grew up with two wonderful parents. They raised me and three of my siblings in a wonderful Christian faith-based home. I was taken to church as a child and through my adolescent years. Growing up, I did believe in God, and it just kind of took one situation for me to realize that was the clicking point, that I needed Jesus in my life and that Jesus never leaves us and never forsakes us. When I was born, I was actually a miracle baby. My two parents were told at a very young age when they first got married that they could not have children. They tried for 6 years to have me. And my parents went and got blessed, and they were told they were pregnant with me. My mom was even on the news with me because I was considered the miracle child. So little did I know it, even as a baby, I was that miracle child. Never did I ever think in my wildest dreams that going through 31 years of my life, that along the way I would experience my own miracles. Fast forwarding to 2015, I was told that I could not have children. After 3 years prior to that, I had a miscarriage. I went about my life. I just thought, this is a hiccup, it's something that can be fixed. I have always prayed for children. I have always known from little on up that I wanted to be a mother. Fast forwarding again to 2016 when I met my now husband, at the time was my boyfriend. We got pregnant after praying for a child. I got pregnant with my son, who's now 7. And in 2018, I had my daughter, who's now 6. And in 2021, I had my son, who is now 3. When I was pregnant with my son, my youngest son, in 2020, I had him in 21. Pregnancy was great, and all my pregnancies were great, and I was very blessed with, at the time, 2 young, healthy, beautiful babies. When I got pregnant with my third child, it was unexpected but wanted. During the pregnancy, everything was great, and at my 20-week anatomy scan, I went by myself because my husband couldn't go. And at that appointment, I was told that my son had a VSD, which is a heart defect, and that he had a hole in his heart. And I was just broken. I was shattered to pieces. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know where to go. I was like, God, why me? Why are you doing this to me? I just wanted to have a healthy baby, and I wanted my baby to be healthy. And I didn't know what the future looked like for us. I had to see specialists, and I had to see all kinds of doctors. I even went through CHOP. And the doctors, of course, couldn't know the long-term outcome, but I was getting some prognosis of what may happen and what I could be looking at with surgeries and procedures and things, that all these things that could go wrong. And then I went through the rest of my pregnancy just believing and just being humble, falling to my knees, asking Jesus, what can I do? How can this be fixed? Like, please, like anything. I was just begging to make this right. I had my son 3 weeks early on November 30th of 2021. And he was a beautiful baby from the time he was born. And the doctors came in. He was never in the NICU, never had to have any kind of intervention or anything. And the doctors, when he was 2 days old, came in to do his EKG to check on the hole in his heart. And we were told in that room that the hole had closed. And we just fell to our knees, my husband and I, in prayer, thanking Jesus for a healthy baby, and that this is a miracle, that this just doesn't happen overnight. We were just told a week ago that he would need this and that, and now all of a sudden, the hole's closed. We just couldn't believe it. But that God is real. In that moment, I knew I was never left alone. God was always there, and he has always walked by my side. He's never left me or forsake me or my family. He has always delivered the truth of his word. I could never go living a day now without him in my life. Moving forward for the rest of my life, I will always believe in God. I will always trust in God. And from this day, and even in my son's life and moving forward, I myself and my son are a living, breathing testimony of God and his faith, and I will never have to look back.